been a long 10 days.
My goodness, dude.
10 days.
No,
Wow.
probably a week. It's been a week since I shaved.
Why would you do that?
This is a week. This is a week's worth of.
He's been alone with his offspring for 10 days. He doesn't have time to shave.
That's right.
You're looking haggard.
Haggard.
Yeah.
No, I think you're looking kind of edgy and dangerous.
Yeah. I'm going
And
for
haggard.
the Ellis in Die Hard look with this double.
No, it's not nearly perfectly coiffed enough.
Going with the Dale Strang.
No, that's that was
Hans, Booby,
Sprechen Sie talk.
Sprechen Sie talk.
Oh, that movie's great. It's so good. So many levels.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish, however, like TV edits of movies had the, funny replacements for the curse words.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, now with Netflix and all that, you don't get the funny replacements.
It's true.
You hear them. I want to open up. Here's my idea. $1 million idea.
Okay.
Streaming service where it's the TV edits of all the R-rated movies.
I hate you.
What? It's good. Then I can watch Die Hard and my daughter could be in the room.
Would it be called Regret Flicks?
Regret flicks. I think this is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got something, CJ.
Great idea.
I think you're the person who can make this happen.
Oh, yes.
Use that Adult Swim influence.
Mm-hmm.
That you
That's
have.
right.
I mean, does the Turner Classic Movies channel still exist?
It does.
There you go. They could live on there. That probably
Turner-
needs to be fresh.
Turner Classic Edits.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I like it.
I think we've solved it.
I think we have. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
What?
Hello and welcome to episode 599
Oh my
of the
goodness.
Player One podcast for Tuesday.
Why are
May
we holding
1st.
up with our arms?
I don't know, but I'm holding it out, doing jumping jacks while we're recording.
We're big boys now. 599 was so big.
Right. It's Tuesday, May 1st, 2018. I'm your host, Chris Johnson. With me, as always, for the 599th time. Actually, it's probably less than that.
Give or take.
From Canada, Mr. Greg Stewart.
But I was there for episode 1. Episode 0.
Episode 0. Yeah.
Phil can't say that.
I can't.
Actually, I guess
wouldn't
since
want to.
Since we did an episode 0, I guess we're above 600
Yeah,
now.
we're actually, yeah.
Well, we
Oops.
also didn't we miss like episode 92 or something?
It was one of those, yeah.
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 So
And there was one episode where we recorded it and I just threw it out because I didn't like it.
I remember
One of
that.
those. We got really political and we learned
Yeah.
about CJ's Republican leanings.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of stuff like that.
Did
Yeah.
you just take a drink out of a Deadpool straw?
Hmm?
Was that a Deadpool?
Maybe.
Been to the movies lately, have we? Or
No, 7-Eleven.
Oh, right.
Oh,
7-Eleven.
Slurpee.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's scratched out, so it just says P. I get it.
It's Slurpee, but Deadpool has scratched out the slur part, and it just says P.
And it just left the P in there.
Mhm. It's great.
Nice.
Get it?
I get it.
You should get like a lemon Slurpee or something like nice and
It's
yellow.
Actually, you can't see this. I've drank it enough of it, but it's
No,
banana
it's
Slurpee.
It is.
Oh,
Europe.
there you go.
You're right.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
So-
they had banana
This is-
Slurpees.
They do have banana
Joke that keeps on
Slurpees.
giving.
See, there's levels upon levels.
That is great.
Layers
Layer
upon
upon
layers.
layer of urine.
Joining me for like the 574th time in a row, Mr. Phil Theobald from the great state of Washington.
I was on episode 9, so I believe episode 9 was my first episode.
Was
so-
that when you started?
Huh?
That was when you started being a regular?
I believe
Well,
so.
he was a special guest.
Well, I was a special
special
guest,
guest.
but I was
like 200
but I was a
episodes.
special guest for like every week for about two or 3 years.
Yeah.
We had to make sure that
Yeah,
you'd be a good third chair.
It was like
let
it
it
was
never
a
be said
lengthy
we
vetting
don't
process.
we don't vet our new hosts.
it was kind of like Jonathan Harris on the old Lost in Space show,
I
where it
don't know
was
what we're talking about anymore.
he was
Oh,
always credited
special guest.
as being a special guest, even
Sure.
though he was clearly a regular cast member.
Speaking of Lost in Space, That new Lost in Space series on Netflix, pretty good.
It
I
is
have
good.
not watched it yet.
You should watch it.
I'm still plowing through Deep Space Nine.
Crown. Oh, okay.
So I'm almost done. We're hitting the home stretch of Deep Space Nine, which is a very good show.
That's a long. That's a
By the way,
long
it's
run. How many-
seven seasons. 7 seasons.
Wow.
Hour-long
There's, like,
episodes. 40
Hour-long episodes. There's like 26 episodes per season or so.
God damn, son.
for back in the day when they did 26 episodes per
Yeah.
season.
That's a good show. I'm enjoying.
It became
Lost
a
in
good
Space.
show.
It's
Deep
just
Space
10
Nine.
episodes,
Huh?
right? Lost in Space, just like 10
Just 10 episodes.
I don't know.
Yep, I'm an
I'll
episode.
tell you what, though. You know what the best thing about that new Lost in Space show is?
What?
Is it prompted iTunes to put the old Lost in Space show on sale.
Oh,
So I was able to buy the complete series of 60s Lost in Space.
for
Will you
cheap.
watch that?
Is that happening now? Is that still on sale?
I don't know. I don't know. It was maybe about 2 weeks ago when I bought it, but yeah, I watched it back in the day.
Well, I know you watched it back in the day. Will you watch
Yeah.
it now? Is what I'm asking you.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I'll rewatch it. I mean, it's cheesy as hell.
CJ's gone. Look, you chased CJ right off the show.
CJ was like, "Old Lost in Space on sale."
No, but
I gotta go.
I think you'll really dig the new Lost in Space because
I'm sure I will.
they sort of hit. They're definitely taking their inspiration from the old show,
Right.
but it's very modernized. You know, like it's almost like it feels like Lost in a way, to be honest, but not
No,
quite.
you're not. Now you're not
In
No, you're
space,
not.
though.
I'm just saying it's not as bad as Lost became.
Okay.
But
Okay.
It's there's a lot of intrigue.
I'm hesitant about the concept that the robot is an alien. You know,
Just try it. Give it a try.
It works. You got to give it a shot.
Okay. You know what I have been watching on the Netflix though is
The Crown.
no, I've been watching
Parasite.
Agretsuko.
Oh, what's it?
I watched the first episode of that today.
Agretsuko. Yeah, the new
Agretsuko.
Sanrio cartoon.
Oh God.
It's
about
funny
the-
though.
Oh, it's
For
weird.
adults.
It's weird that it is a Sanrio show that
Did you say it's for adults.
I can't let my kid watch it.
Yes, it's for
Really?
adults.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Retsuko is a little red panda who is an office worker in Japan, and she has a horrible sexist boss.
Yep.
And
Who is
She-
a little pig?
and she takes out all her frustrations by going to a karaoke room and singing death metal about her shitty boss.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's like
It's-
15-minute episodes, and
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah. Dana and I, we watched about half of it so far, and it's surprisingly good. So
Yeah.
I've put a link in the chat for you to watch after the show, Phil.
okay, okay,
I'll have to link to that in the show notes later.
okay.
Should we talk about games?
I don't.
Why
see
start now?
Yeah.
Why start now? Let's talk about Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We knew that it was coming out in September, and we got a trailer.
Oh, did we?
Yes,
I should have watched that before the show.
maybe you should have. it's all it's not actual game footage.
Yeah,
It's all pre-rendered stuff, and
Yeah.
about 15-20 seconds into the trailer, I just kind of tuned out because if
Oh,
they're not
wow.
going to show gameplay and it's just going to be pre-rendered stuff, I already know that Lara Croft is going to go up against a bunch of enemies and wander around some
cynical.
wander around caves and stuff. I've seen that.
I didn't know Mario's gonna, hop on Koopas and Goombas and
Well,
get
exactly.
fancy hats and
If the
fly.
Mario Odyssey trailer that we saw was just a pre-rendered thing, and you're just watching Mario step on Koopa Troopers and Goombas, it's not that exciting.
Hmm.
I want to see the gameplay.
I beg to differ, sir. I think you'd be in here going crazy about a Mario trailer, even if it was all CG.
I don't think so. Only if it was the trailer for a reimagined version of Super Mario Brothers 2. Then, yes,
Right.
you're right. I would
Okay.
be like that. But Tomb Raider, I already know what I'm getting. Don't need to see pre-rendered trailer for it. And you clearly were not interested in watching it either.
No, not that I'm not interested. I'm very interested. I just didn't know that that this trailer was out.
Greg, why do you hate Tomb Raider so much?
Yeah, why do you hate Tomb Raider? You used to be a lover, not a hater.
No, I was a hater for a long time.
Were you really?
Oh yeah,
I thought you loved the original Tomb
I was
Raider.
crazy about the original Tomb Raider, and then every sequel sucked. And then they did what was it? The Legend of whatever the remake of the original was quite good.
The Legend of Tomb Raider.
The Legend of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I believe that was the name.
Anyway,
I don't recall
the first Crystal Dynamics game.
Yes,
was quite good.
that was
that the one on the 360?
Yes,
that was Lara Croft meets Gex.
It was a remaster of it was a remake of the original, all done with a modern engine, modern controls. It's quite good.
Well then,
Modern for the 360.
Starring Kirk Cameron.
Starring Kirk Cameron as Gex.
Yes.
what was the name of that Kirk Cameron game that Crystal
the Horde? That was
The Horde.
The Horde.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I call it a Kirk Cameron game. He played.
It's a Kirk Cameron.
He was in the video sections, but
yeah.
you know,
That's the Kirk Cameron game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Total
Yeah.
Eclipse.
I still have that
That's
somewhere.
Kirk Cameron game.
Total Eclipse.
Yeah. Solar Eclipse. Anyway,
Solar Eclipse.
Crash and Burn. It was Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn sucked.
That wasn't Crystal Dynamics, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
That was their
was it
first
really?
game.
Okay.
Crystal Dynamics was basically formed to be like a 3DO second party, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No.
And they did their damage there. Yeah.
Off-World Interceptor, was that?
Off-World Interceptor. Yep.
That was
them.
Crystal Dynamics, right?
Mhm.
Was that the one that had the fake MST 3K
Was that the one?
Yes, I believe it did.
during the cinema scenes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they just knew it was so terrible that
Was that one
Like,
where you were four-wheeling on an alien surface?
Yes.
four-wheeling on an alien surface. I mean, it was basically Total Eclipse, the Total Eclipse engine, but you were on the surface as opposed to
Yeah.
flying.
You were driving
Someone's
like
been four-wheeling. Anyway,
that's the famous quote from the game.
that's the famous quote from Pod People, right? Is it Pod
Is it?
People?
I don't
No.
remember. You're thinking it stinks.
Okay, it stinks. Cave Dwellers. It was Cave Dwellers.
Cave
There you
Dwellers.
go.
Cave Dwellers. Anyway, that show's great. MST is great.
MST is great.
We got some loot box news. Loot box news.
Oh, good. I was concerned because Ethan's not on the show anymore. We don't usually get our weekly loot box updates.
I think you can probably hear him celebrating from where you are.
Mhm.
Or if
Belgium.
you know, have turned on Twitter or Facebook at any point in the past week.
Yeah.
Belgium has classified loot boxes as illegal gambling.
Can I I don't know if you guys have seen this,
Mhm.
and I'm sure our listeners will enjoy this because I know a lot of our listeners miss Ethan and miss his insights.
We'll be back as a guest soon.
Of course. On Facebook, if you are Facebook friends with Ethan, Ethan has changed his profile picture on Facebook
To a Belgian flag.
to the Belgian flag.
I mean, really?
Yes,
I was just being a joke.
you were making a joke, but you were very, very dead on. His Facebook profile pic is the Belgian flag now.
So I feel it's interesting to point out that the first sentence of this story that you've posted, CJ, is, or linked here, CJ, actually calls out that Belgium is not the first to do this.
That's true. The Netherlands.
The Netherlands
has done
did
as
it.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Belgium, the Netherlands, they're all kind of the same, right?
That's right. Oh, they looked at a couple of different games: Overwatch, FIFA 18, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was deemed to be fine because they took out loot boxes when during the investigation, so it's fine. But the rest of them are now. I guess there's going to have to be some removal of loot boxes.
But it's interesting. I can't tell from this story that you've posted. And by the way, you posted the story from Game Informer.
I did.
Wow, Matthew Cato, written by Matthew Cato. I remember him.
Yeah.
This is a nice guy.
Indeed.
It doesn't say whether they're if they're only illegal if you pay money for them or if you just get random drops in a game that you don't pay for. Doesn't really say.
Right. You mean like if you weren't paying money, it'd be okay?
That's what I'm curious about.
But Star Wars Battlefront 2, wasn't that the case? They weren't actually selling the currency for the loot boxes after that first week?
Oh, really?
Well, yeah,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's,
that's right.
it's been triggered by the controversy around when they were selling the loot boxes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So Overwatch, you can earn. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but you can earn loot boxes
That's right.
by just playing the game, right?
Yeah, each level up gives you a box, and then there's also an arcade mode where you can play like a certain number of times, and
then you have the option to pay money to get more loot boxes.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so if they just patch out in Belgium, they can just patch out the option to pay for boxes, but you can still earn them for free.
I'm guessing that it's probably just out altogether.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I don't see the.
I guess people in Belgium won't have the option to get any cosmetics.
I don't see the problem with just giving you, like as you level up, getting a loot crate.
I see the problem with it.
What's the problem?
Problem is that it's still very close. It's very akin to gambling.
How is
it's
it?
Not necessarily. It's not necessarily that you're paying for it. It's that you're still.
Well, that's just it, though. I mean, I would say kind of the
behavior. It's the behavior.
But it seems to me the definition of gambling is you are putting something on the line in the hopes of getting something in return. So if you're leveling up in a game, which is just the natural game progression, you're not putting anything on the line. You're not risking anything to get a reward. You're just being given a reward for reaching a milestone in a game.
The other thing that's not clear is, well, in some of these games, like Counter-Strike, I believe you can resell the things you get in boxes. And this is the case in PUBG as well.
Right. That would be gambling as well, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would think that's more gambling than Overwatch, where you can't like sell the items that you get.
Yeah.
Or earn anything out.
How is that gambling though? If you are if you are just
the whole idea is that if you're looking to win something that's worth a lot, like something might be worth a whole bunch. So you're winning a prize. I guess it's not really gambling. It's like raffle more than anything else.
Yeah, but again, if you're not risking anything to get that prize, I don't see how that's gambling.
Could look at it as a gateway.
But what about blind box toys? Are those also gambling?
I know Kinder eggs are illegal.
That's because kids might eat the toys. That's not
the first
they contain a toy.
The first time a kid chokes to death on a copy of Overwatch, you'll see that banned in the US right quick. Let me tell you.
That's definitely happen.
Yeah.
It looks like, from looking at another story from Totally Gaming, it looks like it's if you have to pay for them. Which makes sense.
Okay, so the progression, the gameplay progression loot boxes,
those are fine.
Are fine.
Yeah. So they call out FIFA 18, Overwatch, Counter-Strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subject to Belgian gaming law.
I wonder. I mean, this obviously focused on a lot of console games, but I mean, mobile games do the exact same thing, maybe even worse.
Yeah.
So, it seems odd that they would just focus on these. These are, like, of course, the most popular of the loot box games, but it seems odd anyway.
Yeah.
So one of the Belgium's minister. Yeah, I'll start that over. Belgium's Minister of Justice is calling for their removal from these games.
How's that for a job title, by the way?
Minister of Justice.
Minister of Justice.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Will they be removed? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's get off the subject of boxes. Instead, let's go to something more interesting. NPDs.
Hold on a second.
What?
I'm going to take a moment here. If you'll give me about 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to sing the national anthem of Belgium.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No, Belgium, land of loot crate.
This is very offensive to me.
What?
It's very offensive to me.
I don't see how that's offensive.
My Belgian
I
heritage.
am paying homage to the fine people of Belgium.
For having the courage to remove loot boxes from video games.
And windmills. Are they the country with windmills?
No.
No,
I'm sure they probably do have windmills.
Well, they might have some windmills.
Wow, I went away for a minute and I come back.
I'm singing
I
the
know. Phil's being offensive.
Anthem.
Do they have the wooden shoes? That's
They have Jean-Claude Van Damme. Muscles from Brussels.
The muscles from Brussels in Belgium.
Okay. Let's talk about MPDs.
Boy, we're just hopping from one hit to the other.
I could
Aren't we,
continue
though?
singing if that'll help.
Is this where we talk about how awesome Kirby is? Can we just skip all this? And
No, because I want to talk about how Sea of Thieves is number 2
Oh, jeez.
in NPDs.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves was number 2, all right.
You only played it like once.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Sea of Thieves is fine, whatever.
Yeah, Far Cry 5 was number 1, of course.
Yeah.
Not big news there. Sea of Thieves number 2, which is awesome.
Okay.
MLB The Show number 3. Kirby Star Allies number 4.
I find it interesting that the headline that you put in here just skips over MLB The Show completely. What a bunch of nerds. What a bunch of
MLB The
nerds.
Show.
We just skip over the sports game.
It's like the best-selling version of that game. Fastest selling MLB The Show. Yeah. This year.
But boy,
I stopped listening when you said MLB The Show.
Oh. And Sea of Thieves sets a record for Rare, the highest launch month of any of their games since the MPD started tracking things in 1995. So that's big.
Wow, cool. Okay.
Considering all of those classic games like Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong 64 and
what? That joke was so bad you're roboting.
Damn it. Am I still roboting?
No.
Okay, good.
No, God has forgiven you.
Jet Force Gemini, Conquer, those did not sell as well as Sea of Thieves did.
Well, there you go.
All right. Cool. Good for them.
Take a moment.
It must be nice for them to be doing something that's not, a Kinect game.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing for the past 10 years. But
that's true.
Yeah,
Aside from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
And nobody played that.
Nobody really played that, yeah. And it wasn't really that great. Grand Theft Auto still on the list at number 5.
Prince Money.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
Kuni down at number 8.
There's still Grand Theft Auto. I just saw an ad this weekend because now they're selling like an ultimate pack or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're doing the thing that Ubisoft did with Rainbow Six Siege. They're basically like repackaging the game at $60.
And
5 years after it came out.
Loads.
Yeah, that thing's never dying.
That is a really good game though.
If you've never played it,
if you've never the single player, like the actual campaign, really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that one back 5 years ago.
Okay.
Really wish they bring out a new one.
That would be good.
Kind of thinking they might not, but
they kind of don't have to.
That's what I mean. They don't really.
This one keeps selling, and
like
it's all on the strength of Grand Theft Auto Online, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, could you nobody predicted that? I don't think. I don't think Rockstar probably predicted that.
No, certainly not.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Also crazy. The PlayStation 4 has hit 79 million units installed.
So where does that put it in the grand scheme of consoles?
PlayStation 3 sold 83 million units in its life. So we're about to eclipse what the PS3 did.
Okay. In a similar lifespan, approximately?
The PS3 was 2006 through 2013?
Oh, really? That long? 7 years? Okay.
It was a long time.
Yeah, right. And the PS4 is in its 5th or 6th year now.
2013 to 2018.
So 5th year. Okay.
Yeah. So not too bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Still not. I'm assuming PS2 still did better.
I would assume.
That was like the system.
Wasn't PS2 over 100 million? Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's some ungodly number.
Well over that. Microsoft didn't say how many Xbox Ones they have shipped.
They're just not that many.
But they did see an 18% uptick in revenue for their gaming division year over year.
Okay.
So
this is
there you
all
go.
very exciting.
Yeah.
All
When
extremely
you start
exciting.
using,
We're out
when
of
you
the
start using
NPD.
phrases, when you start using phrases like 18% uptick,
Yeah. This is
I can actually feel people turning off the show.
Yeah.
And now Phil's roboting.
Yep.
That's because I'm replacing myself with a cybernetic entity because this conversation has.
That almost sounds like
bored me
something
so
wrong
much.
with your microphone.
That does sound like this is wrong with your microphone.
Well, let's hope not.
Well, I mean,
Why don't you do something about
yeah,
that?
why don't you try to fix it instead of going another hour like this in the hopes that it fixes itself.
I can't tell if it's roboting if you're just tapping it.
Tapping it doesn't help, Phil.
I'm sure that's fixing it, right?
Nope.
Is that better?
Nope.
Oh, for crap.
Hasn't done a thing. While Phil attempts to fix
How's
his
that?
microphone,
There you
that's
go.
better.
Good. You know what I did?
What?
I unplugged it and plugged it back in again.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
that's what we meant when we said do something.
Well, I
Little
did.
dab will do it.
I did it.
Okay.
Let's talk more about sales percentages.
Yeah,
Let's
really.
do it. Nintendo Switch in its
No.
first year
Oh, Jesus.
sold nearly 18 million units.
Don't care.
What do you mean?
I don't care.
Oh, it's like
man.
17.8.
I don't want to. Why are we talking about earnings reports?
I'm starting to miss Ethan.
Good
Damn.
lord, man!
All right. Well,
Why don't, tell you what.
big news. The big news from the financial results on Nintendo is that they plan to release more information on their online subscription service in May. So, hey, this episode goes out May 1st. That means we could be getting online information at any time.
The information will be that you're going to be paying for online play, and oh yeah,
We already
virtual
knew
console's not a thing anymore. There you go.
Yeah, we
Now
already
you
knew
don't-
both of those things.
now you don't need to wait for the information. It's there.
We already knew that.
Why don't we just post a link in the show notes to a spreadsheet?
I
that
will.
everyone can look at because
I will. It'll be exciting.
maybe there's
Nintendo-
a PowerPoint presentation.
Is also teaming up with a company called Psy Games for a new RPG on mobile. It's called Dragalia Lost.
All their
And
mobile games have been awesome.
it looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like a 3D RPG where your characters turn into dragons, and it looks awesome.
sounds like something I will not play. Keep going.
Probably.
What has Psy Games done? Do
I
we know?
don't know. I don't know. Tell you.
Well, here I can tell you. You know what? They released Rage of Bahamut in Japan, apparently.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that was a popular game.
I know that. That's
That was a very popular mobile game.
I get that reference.
And Saint Seiya Galaxy Card Battle.
losing
Who doesn't love Saint Seiya?
You're
And
losing me now.
The Idol Master Cinderella Girls Starlight
And I'm gone.
Stage.
All gone.
How many of those have loot boxes?
I
imagine
don't probably most.
most. Yeah,
I don't know.
Rage of
I-
Bahamut certainly had
Yeah.
purchases because that was up in the top grossing for a long time. Anyway,
Yeah.
I
Nintendo
feel
has
like we should
announced
carve this whole section of the show out of the recording.
has announced what they're doing at E3,
Uh-huh.
and
Showing
surprise,
games.
surprise, it's Super Smash Brothers.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go.
Duh.
There you go.
The other big news: Nintendo Switch apparently has been hacked.
Oh my gosh.
They hacked
My,
it.
my data.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta change
Well,
my passwords.
You don't have to worry about
It's been
that.
hacked and you still can't move your save files around.
You
Da-da-da-da-da.
apparently can do that. You can do that, yeah. And the trick here is that not only was the system hacked, but it's a hardware-based hack. So it's using a flaw in the Tegra X1 to allow software to be sideloaded. So it can't.
What's the flaw? It can't play anything that's newer than 2 years old. Is that the flaw?
Oh, I get it.
No. But so this hardware hack allows you to sideload games, and of course, a lot of people are talking about homebrew. There's gonna be a lot of homebrew on the Switch, meaning, of course, someone will make an emulator so you can play virtual console games on the Switch. If Nintendo's not going to do it, then the pirates will. Anyway,
That would be cool, I guess, as long as it's super easy to do. Why not?
yeah, the hackers
Until
apparently say it
Nintendo
can't be
starts
patched.
breaking
But
systems, but
yeah, I am not a fan of hacking systems. Anyway, and I think that's it for news. So now we can get into what we have been playing.
I've been reading NPD reports all week.
Check this out. Here's what I've been playing.
Uh-oh.
A little Chips Ahoy.
Oh, with exclusive Sea of Thieves in-game content.
Exclusive. Yes, exclusive. Content? And I could also win an Xbox One X.
Dibs on the Xbox One X if you win it. What's the exclusive in-game content?
So yeah, the funny thing is
it cookie themed?
They have that package. If it is, I'll be wearing that everywhere. But somehow I don't think it is. They haven't actually said. They haven't said what the content is. That it's nowhere on the package.
But how do you get the content?
You bought the cookies. What do you?
I bought the cookies
from you.
I bought the cookies.
What are you waiting for? Where's your free content?
Well, I have to enter a code on a website.
Oh no.
Okay.
And that website doesn't actually go live until May 1st, so I can't.
That's bad planning.
That's how they get you.
I've got the cookies on the shelf, but no content. I feel like the Belgian government should look into that.
Yeah,
and see if that's legal.
This is a cookie-filled loot crate.
That's right.
Full of disappointment.
That's what it is. No, I said on Twitter it'd be awesome if it was like a hook hand that has a cookie at the end of it,
I
or
agree
like
with that.
Yeah, like have a hat that's like cookie shaped and with a bite taken out of the brim.
I'm not down with that one, but I like the first one.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
You know who would have had that content for you available day one?
Nintendo.
EL Fudge.
Tell you what, you can't buy a Chips Ahoy without hitting a chocolate chip.
Yeah, well,
it's impossible. Chocolate chip.
You can certainly bite into a Chips Ahoy without getting your free in-game content, though.
That's true. You know, Chips Ahoy are a lot smaller than I remember them being as a kid.
Well, you're a lot larger than you were.
You're a lot bigger. Yeah.
That's what's happened.
I mean, you are freakishly tall.
Yeah. It's true.
You continue to grow.
I do. I'm a growing boy.
How did when you were in the store buying those Chips Ahoy? How did the Oreos react to your sudden betrayal?
Oreo.
Did
they jumped off the shelf at me. It was weird. They like attacked.
I hear Oreo has a new flavor now called Sad Tears.
Salty tears.
Yeah.
That also has some Sea of Thieves content in it.
What, Oreos?
Salty Tears Oreos. Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're making a saltwater joke. I get
saltwater joke. Yeah.
I get it. Because the ocean.
That's right.
Right.
No, I of course played more Sea of Thieves. I've been single parenting the last week. So yesterday I was like,
good on you for not calling it babysitting, because most dads do.
I was like, look, Daddy needs some pirate time, and
oh my goodness,
just gonna give you unlimited time on your iPad here with the little program that we use to
the
limit
electronic
her time.
babysitter.
That's right. And watch
the program. Wait, what program did you use to limit time? You mean you couldn't just put a clock on a wall and watch that? Like what?
No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's an app that actually like locks up the iPad after a certain set of time. It's good. It's worthwhile.
A few electric sparks flew out of it, and
you couldn't
smoke starts pouring out the side.
I still don't understand why you can't just stand up and go say, "Okay, iPad time's over."
CJ's daughter is significantly stronger than he is.
I need an app to tell me what to do.
CJ's not telling you is she was allowed to use the iPad for an hour, but CJ played for 3 hours and just ignored her for the last two.
Yes, basically.
He dumped a bunch of Chips Ahoy on the ground. There's dinner.
You can watch all the Wild Kratts you want.
Oh man.
And it'll be halfway educational.
Are you kidding, man? You got them creature powers.
That's right.
You're eating the wombats and shit. You know?
I was just don't watch Agretzko at all.
No, that's got naughty words.
It does. Yeah. So I played some Sea of Thieves with hacker alias Captain Logan. And when we got on, there was a Skull Fort active, so we trucked on over there.
Still haven't done one of those.
and you should have joined us yesterday. And there were already 2 galleons at this skull fort. And as we pulled up, one sank, and then we sunk the other one, and we realized that the music in the skull fort had stopped. It turns out they had defeated the boss right when we pulled up.
Nice.
And we sank their boat, but they hid the key to the vault. So we hung out on the island. They came back in another boat twice. We sank them both times, and that we couldn't find the key anywhere on the island. So I
spent last night being an asshole.
With another player, like hid on the island, waited for the other team to come back, and they were in game chat, proximity chat, and basically saying, "Okay, let's get the key. I don't see him anywhere. We can just get this stuff and get going." And as soon as you use the key, it does a little musical cue. And the 2 of us that were on the island like jumped out and started shooting. These guys only got away with 1 chest. We took the rest, and it was fantastic.
Well, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that makes you a bad person.
It makes me a good pirate, though.
Fair enough.
What are you talking about? So you can go into every game of Sea of Thieves deciding whether you want to be good or bad. And we decided we wanted to be bad. And it worked. Worked out.
Daddy's pirate time.
That's right. I also got this thing. Check this out.
Oh, geez.
You know what this is?
That is a Breath of the Wild box.
That's right. It is.
It contains
covered in Japanese.
All of the.
Here's a bunch of writing on the back.
Little, is that a soundtrack?
It is a soundtrack.
How much music is in that soundtrack, considering the game only had 2 tracks?
Well,
really?
For a game with only 2 tracks, it's got 5 discs.
Jeez.
Music.
That's a lot of discs for 2 tracks.
That's because the game has more than 2 tracks.
Are those compact discs? 5
compact discs. Yeah.
Do you have a device that plays compact discs anymore?
I do, connected to my computer that immediately rips all of those and puts them on an MP3 player.
CJ had to hook up his Sega CD in order to listen to these CDs.
I tried to use my Sega CD yesterday. It doesn't work anymore.
Oh, no. No.
I was very unhappy.
That's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking.
Jeez, that's sorry.
It is.
Your CDX still working?
Get it repaired. No, the video signal on it's screwy.
Oh, man.
So I got 5 discs worth of Breath of the Wild music you can listen to.
We were talking about me.
Yeah. Quite frankly, Greg's busted Sega CD is more interesting than the Breath of the Wild soundtrack.
What?
It's true.
So you're going to listen to that whole soundtrack, CJ?
I started listening to it. Yeah.
That's not what I said. You haven't listened to the whole soundtrack.
No.
How much was that CD you're never going to listen to?
Yeah, it was like $50.
Ooh,
50 phones.
Okay.
That's okay. How much was that Infinity Gauntlet you got there?
That was $100.
Oh my God,
you know what?
Both of you.
You know what? You can be damn sure I'm using.
You know
that
what? I was having a conversation with. I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine who's been a listener of the show for quite a while, and we went and saw Infinity War last night, and we were talking about you at one point.
Who, me?
Yeah. And he was like, "What's up with Phil? He sold all that shit just so he could go out and buy a bunch of other useless shit."
Well, you know.
And I was like, "Yeah."
The ratio is still very much in the
it's only been a month or so.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
So the idea is to sell my NES collection and then never purchase anything again until the day I die.
No, never said that.
Okay. Because I'm going to buy stuff. I'm going to buy stuff. That's just
we're judging you based on what the purchases are.
Oh, yeah. Well, I needed a giant Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, but
I will say this:
it is very cool.
I will say this: I use the giant Infinity Gauntlet a lot more than I use that copy of Snake Rattle and Roll that I had in my storage unit.
Okay,
that's true.
That's fair. Yeah.
So
I went back and played some God of War.
Dad of War, the new one.
Dad of War, the new one. Yeah, and I tried fiddling with the settings. You know, to turn off the shaky cam.
Yeah.
Which you can do because the game was giving me motion sickness last week. It still gives me motion sickness. It doesn't work. Yeah, it still gives me the sickness. And this is the first time that a third-person game has done this. And I think part of it is the camera and Kratos's movements are kind of offset.
Oh.
It has this like weird strafe cam lock thing. Anyway, still giving me motion sickness, so I don't know how far I'm going to be able to play into it. Which is unfortunate because it's a really fun game and I do like the combat, but I also like not vomiting. So yeah,
you're weird.
I know.
You gotta want it. Okay. You gotta want it.
You gotta want it. Yeah, not as bad as Perfect Dark Zero. That one only takes about 40 minutes, and I'm ready to.
What the hell are you playing Perfect Dark Zero anyway?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I picked up a game called Swords of Ditto. The Swords of Ditto. Have you heard about this game at all?
I've not heard about this.
It's one of the. Well, I mean, I'm not really supposed to talk about Pokemon games on the show, but that is a new Pokemon game that we are very excited about.
Nope.
All about
this one's published by Devolver.
Right. Yeah, we sub-licensed that out.
They're the next big Pokemon licensor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Out of a small team in the UK, and basically this is like roguelike Legend of Zelda style game with really nice hand-drawn art. It looks absolutely fantastic. Really nice animation too, and you can play it with 2 players co-op. And yeah, it's Zelda style combat, and each time you play, you get different stickers and toys which modify your combat abilities. When you die, you save some of the traits of your last character, and it fast forwards 100 years, and you are once again the hero, and you have to grab the sword from the grave of your predecessor and hunt down the witch Mormo is what you're trying to do. And you're resurrected 4 days before she must be destroyed. So little bit of Majora's Mask thing in there as well, like a time element in there that you can rewind, and if you don't die, you can rewind and lengthen the amount of time you're able to play. So it's cool though. It's like Zelda style combat, and each time you die, the locations and everything kind of mixes up, so it's random each time. And it's awesome. And it's got an easy difficulty, so I can play with my daughter, and she's really good at the hacking and slashing. So
good.
Yeah,
this looks really cute.
It is super cute.
I'm looking at pictures of it now.
Apparently it's not a very deep game. Like a lot of people are not too happy with the depth, but honestly, I don't care. It's a cute little game, and it's got a lot of fun humor, a lot of fun poop jokes, which I think would be right up your alley, Phil.
That's gross. Why would you? It's insulting. Very insulting.
Because the little spirit that resurrects you is a dung beetle.
Ah.
Rather funny.
I do like Devolver Digital's stuff. They have some fun games.
They do good stuff. I mean, they're copying Adult Swim games, but they do fine.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Whoa.
Man, throwing the shade.
Someone's a little pissy today.
Yeah, I love Swords of Ditto. I liked Enter the Gungeon and Hotline Miami. They do a lot of good stuff. Shadow Warrior was them too. Anyway. And that's it. And I got a knock on the door, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute my microphone.
Knock on my door.
While Phil tells us what he's been playing.
Waiting for you.
Go for it, Phil.
Where the kisses are hers and his. CJ's got someone showing up at his house on Sunday evening.
It's a weird daughter knocking on the door.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been playing anything, Greg. I haven't really played much this week.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Been kind of a slow week, you know.
Hey, Phil, CJ's not here.
A little more Labo. Yeah, let's talk about
what's
CJ.
Up with you? No, it's what's up with you, man.
Jeez, I don't know, man. Things have been, really just kind of. I don't know, man. It's been a week. It's been a month. I got the my boss riding me at work, The whole thing with the government and these fat cats over in Washington D.C.
and Washington.
I can't. There's this whole Infinity War stress.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Sounds like
Phil's
nothing.
just talking about what he's been playing.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah. No, I'm just really stressed out about this whole Infinity War thing. It's really been. I'm worried about.
Well, the internet says the movie's not good, so I just assume.
Is that right?
No, I don't know.
No, okay.
I haven't actually looked.
I saw it. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Quite a bit.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it quite a bit. But
want to have a spoiler cast?
Yes.
No.
Thanos shoots Thor in the face.
Can I go to bed during that if you're recording that?
Yes.
We're not going to spoil it.
I've been playing. No, I was just telling Greg I haven't been playing much. Finn and I played a little more Labo. We didn't build anything new because he's still hooked on that fishing game.
Oh, nice.
He's so high on that fishing game, and so he's just been like, yeah, I don't want to build anything right now. I just want to play some more fishing.
Okay.
So we've been doing a bit of that, and that's about it. It's been a busy week at work and stuff, so I haven't been playing that much. So
okay,
I'm sorry.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
Sorry. So
Greg.
Greg's been playing some Lego Dimensions.
The Lego Batman.
If his camera is anything to go by, he's holding up the modified portal design for that,
shaped like the computer in the Batcave.
It's called the Bat Computer or the Batputer,
which really small build when you consider the portal that used to be on there.
Yes.
Kind of wishing that I'd played the other two new mission packs instead before I broke up Batman, just because there's one section in particular that required one piece of the game that required one of the Ghostbusters characters.
Yeah.
One of the new Ghostbusters characters.
Right.
I don't have her built. So kind of, had to
wait, why does it require one of the new ones?
Well, the way that game works, you come up against like various different things you can do to unlock usually secret pieces for the mini kit build. And they require characters with certain powers. And there was one that required the energy transfer power. And the only character that maybe there was more than one character I could have used, but the only character that I even own that would be able to do that was, I forget her name, one of the new Ghostbusters.
Melissa McCarthy.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a, I feel like, and also I'm hearing that the Lego Batman level pack, I don't know what they're called, but that's the best of the three that's out there. So there's Ghostbusters, there's Fantastic Beasts, and Lego Batman. And I'm hearing that the Lego Batman one is actually the best one.
Fantastic Beasts and Lego Batman. It's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Bill's trying to make a joke.
I get it. It's a joke.
You understand? Get it?
I understood even before you said it.
Thank you.
So anyway, I've been playing that. I'm guessing I played through about half of it. It's really good. Lego Batman was a fun movie.
It was. So
it's kind of, it's kind of fun to be able to play through that in Lego video game mode. And since Batman is one of the characters that comes with Lego Dimensions, you actually have to start with Batman. But it comes with two characters, so you get Robin and Batgirl in there as well, and the new Bat, or the Bat Wing from the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, having a really good time with it. Really enjoying it.
Very good. Cool.
I will get through all my Lego Dimensions stuff sooner or later.
Nice.
Probably the big thing this week that before I get into that, so the Detroit Become Human demo came out this week.
It sure did.
Which was basically the demo. Well, you can play the area that they showed at the E3 last year, I believe, where the main character is trying to talk another android off of a roof. He's holding on to a human child. He's threatening to kill her or jump off or whatever. Very much David Cage game, and I'm okay with that. So the demo was quite short. It was like 20 minutes long, and you're playing as an android investigator / non-investigator negotiator to go in and try to. There's this other android's gone nuts, and he's murdered a couple of people, and he's got this family's little girl who he takes care of out on the ledge, and he's threatening to kill her. And you go and try to negotiate with him. So it's a very David Cage setting, really, when you think about it, because the whole thing is about, you know, all the different choices you make. I think I'm really going to enjoy this game when it comes out.
And it comes out in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's sort of exactly what I want out of a game like that. I think it looks great. I think the subject matter is going to be fascinating. And I really liked at the end of the demo, they actually give you sort of a decision tree that breaks down how you ended up in the end at the ending you got. And sort of gives you a good idea of what you could have done otherwise.
Does it give you percentages in terms of
yes,
what people actually did versus what you did?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, that's an option. So basically it's just a big flow chart, but it tells you, you know, like it shows you, like, I think there's 5 different things you can find in the apartment, and if you speak to certain characters, and all the different actions you can take, as well as how much time it took you to do them, because things are actually time boxed in that game as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of neat just to, you know, get a glimpse at sort of the game flow that they use in their games, and how it sort of got you to where you ended up. One of the things I like to do with those, like, you know, with Heavy Rain especially, and Beyond, are the only 2 that I've actually played, but I love being able to just sort of live with the consequences of your actions in those games, because it makes it feel very customized for your play more than I feel like other games are. I mean, Telltale's done the same thing to great success as well. So yeah, really looking forward to playing the final version of that.
Me too.
And it looks really nice.
Yeah,
I love the whole fake human aspect of it. And the other thing is that I mentioned last week that I bought Labo. I bought the first pack, whatever it's called.
The variety kit.
The variety kit. Thank you.
Yes.
And I hadn't busted that open last week when we spoke, because I was waiting for my kids to be here. So we did this week, and that was good time. Good time.
Yeah.
We've only done 2 projects so far. We did the little robot. I like that they sort of tell you should do the little RC car thing first.
Right.
And I loved how it broke down how the thing works for you when you're done building it.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, we probably spent way more time actually playing around with it once we knew how it was using the IR camera and the different things you could do with it. And my daughter in particular loved it. My youngest daughter, she was really, really excited about it, because it's so easy to use, you know. Yeah. And I had no idea that it was even sort of that intricate as far as how it was using the camera and the reflective stickers and all that sort of thing. My son was crazy excited about the fishing game.
Oh, nice.
So he and I built that together, which was, you know, I've barely played the fishing game, but he's played a lot of it. And he, you know, for me, the bigger thing was being able to build it with him. So, you know, he was super excited about that, and I probably took us over an hour.
Oh yeah, no, it's
that one's a 90-minute to 150-minute build.
Yeah, so probably took over 2 hours. We actually stopped because I didn't have the Switch plugged in, and we've been going at it for a while. And at one point, we were like, it didn't die, but there's one point when, you know, because it's 5 steps long, and after every step, they say, you know, you've been doing this for a while. Do you want to take a break? And like between steps 2 and 3. We were kind of like, yeah, let's take a little break. Like, we'll get some lunch, and, you know, not that we weren't having a good time, but just like, this is taking a lot longer than I think either of us really expected. So,
sure, but
in a good way. You know, and it's fascinating to see how all the pieces fit together, and he was sort of, which is what I wanted to get out of it. Like, he was sort of, you could see him understanding it. You know, he would explain, like, oh, so there's this little tab that flips out, and when you slide it into the other piece, that's what's kind of locking them together and making sure that you can't pull them apart and that sort of thing. Like, it was really cool to watch his mind work through it all.
Yes, totally.
So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted out of that thing. So I'm really, really happy with it. And we still have like 3 projects left to do. So, you know,
you can also, here's a tip. You can hook the Switch screen back into the dock and use the Joy-Con to.
Oh yeah, he figured that out.
Fast forward
while we were doing the RC car.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we've got that, and we might do that next time. But it's kind of fun to have it sitting right there, and
That's true. Yeah,
and just press the button. And once we learned that you could stretch the button to make it go a little bit faster, that's all we ever wanted to do.
yeah.
But yeah, overall, really, really happy with it. I mean, like I'm saying, I feel like even doing one more of those projects, because my oldest hasn't done it yet. She's really excited to do the piano.
Oh, that's
so
a fun one.
yeah, so I feel like even when we've done one more of those, I've more than got my money's worth out of it. So I'm very.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have gone out and bought STEM toys of a sort of a similar that would take sort of a similar amount of time to build or do or whatever the activity is, and would have spent just as much for all that. Plus, at the end, we get little games we can play, so it's fantastic.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And you can customize. You can draw on the
right. You can decorate them and
decorate. Yeah. It's fun.
Highly recommend if you've got children, especially young children.
Yeah. Completely.
Yeah. That's it for what I've been playing.
All right. Well, guess what then? It's time for tweets. Tweet. All right, let's do this one from hacker alias PX Sausage, who says, I just bought a PSVR, and the most fun I've had with it is watching my dad use it. What are some games/gaming related experiences you've had more fun watching others play than playing them yourself?
I feel like I just finished describing one.
Yeah, exactly. Labo.
Labo.
Yeah.
I remember one Christmas when I was working at Ziff, I came home and I actually brought Samba de Miugo with me. And watched my aunts and uncles playing it, and they had a blast. I barely touched it. I just watched them playing it. They loved it. So I would throw that in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back when the NES came out, I watched my mom try to play Super Mario Brothers, and that was a hoot and a holler because she was terrible.
My dad used to love Duck Hunt back in the day. He would when we got our NES, he'd sit there and play Duck Hunt endlessly.
It
was so cool.
The only game I saw my dad ever get into was old 2600 game called Kaboom.
Kaboom was awesome,
which was the old Activision game.
My stepdad had a 2600 with a bunch of games, and he played Kaboom a lot.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, and then Jackbox Party Pack. I don't know if you played this with folks that don't normally game, but that's always surprising when they come up with like really good fake answers or entries. It's always fun to watch. Yeah,
nice.
But I haven't watched. I don't have VR in my home, so I haven't had that experience yet.
I had a girl I was dating for a while. We were seeing each other right around when PSVR came out, and I actually posted a video of this. She was playing what was it called? It was the horror themed shooter. Where you're like not Until Dawn. Until Dawn?
Rise of no, okay, not the Until Dawn one. Rush of Blood.
Rush of Blood. That was it. It was Rush of Blood, and it was hilarious to watch her play it. She's screaming the whole time. Yeah. And like just sort of, it was great.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do this one from hacker alias ZMiller1902, who says, where the heck am I going to put all these toy cons?
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. Here's what I did. The box that the variety kit came in from Amazon now holds its host to all of the contraptions that I have
Pretty
built.
Funny. The box that I didn't buy it from Amazon, but I have an Amazon. I happen to have an Amazon box, and that is where they're all sitting right now over on the counter.
Did you guys
in another cardboard box? Yeah.
Did you guys see the UPS put out a tweet earlier this week where they constructed a suitcase with slots to hold all of the builds?
Yes, and they called it the toy container.
Oh,
yes,
I get it.
That was good.
Get it.
That was good.
Yes.
I don't get it.
It was, viral marketing for them.
Yes.
All right, let's do this one from hacker alias Benjamin Rivers.
I've heard of him.
Is there a game you can't play anymore because you associate it too much with a bad memory?
I saw this earlier, and I was trying to find one, but I can't. There's nothing that really sticks out.
Yeah, I can't think of anything either.
Gaming
only brings good memories for me. So.
Yeah. I mean,
here we go.
What? What?
You gonna talk about Hudson Hawk for the NES? And
no.
How bad the movie is?
No. My mom was bludgeoned to death with a copy of Fantavision on the PS2. So, whenever I'm in the mood to play some fireworks simulator, just like. I load it up and I think enough time has passed, but it's never enough time. I start weeping.
Your mom's still alive, right?
Of course she is. Yeah. Yes. I mean,
really dark.
To be fair, as of yesterday, she was. Yeah, I mean, something
got a weird admission. Are you even going to be on the show next week?
Something may have happened earlier today, and I just haven't gotten a phone call yet. But certainly
to hear that it was done.
As of April 28th, 2018, my mother was still alive.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll say this: at some point in my life, this episode is going to be very difficult to go back and listen.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Nelson's doing a playthrough of these. This is going to be a rough one to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I can't think of any game that has bad memories attached to it or anything like that. So.
I can think of games
Bubsy
that
3D.
piss me off.
Bubsy 3D.
How is that a bad memory?
It's not. It's not. Hexen 64, the first game that gave me motion sickness.
You know what?
There it is.
Hexen 64, the first game that with the first game review I did that got me noticed by the publisher and got me my first free games.
Oh, look at you.
That was Hexen 64, really?
Hexen 64.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, Hexen
published
64.
by GT Interactive.
I was taking screenshots. Somebody else was playing, and I was watching it in a little window, and I started getting sick, and I had to leave work because
that sounds like a made-up excuse just to get out of work.
No, it was not. It was not. I was ready to puke.
Tokimeki Memorial was the game that made me realize that waifus aren't real. That video game characters can't love you the way
the world
a human can.
To clue you in on that?
Huh?
You needed a game to?
Yeah. I was courting.
You have a lot of pillowcases though. A lot of.
Well, yeah, I had to sell all of those afterwards because the sour memories
and the yellow areas.
Well, yellow areas.
I don't know.
Like urinating on my on my fetish pillows.
That's right.
I think this conversation's telling us more about you than about me.
I suppose so. All right. Let's do this one. From Hacker Alias Does Machines, who says, God of War gave us a raw, emotional Kratos. What other game character should we get a gritty take on? Struggling dad Duke Nukem? Washed up retired Battletoads?
Dad Duke Nukem.
Well, the Battletoads aren't washed up. They're big screen celebrities now.
Yeah, right?
The Battletoads were just featured in a hit Hollywood movie.
Which one?
Phil's movie of the year.
Player One?
Yeah, Infinity War.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, CJ. Yeah, because you're apparently buying that. No, I'm not. They're in Ready Player One.
I figured.
Yeah. What needs?
What was the question?
Something about Battletoads. Which Battletoad game is your favorite?
What other game characters should we get a gritty take on? Mega Man.
Sure.
I want an emotional tale where Parappa gets rabies. And he mauls PJ Barry. And
what?
And Sonny Funny has to take him out behind the shed and put a bullet in his head. I want Parappa by way of Old Yeller. Anyone else have any ideas?
I can't agree with that. Just gonna let that one sit for a while and soak. I think Captain Toad needs a gritty reboot.
Sunny Funny holding the rifle up to his head.
God,
you gotta.
This is really dark. Say it.
I gotta believe, Sonny. Yes, Parappa.
CJ, you should have a gunshot sound effect on your soundboard.
Yeah,
I don't.
That was the moment to play it.
And then she pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I got something for this.
Okay.
You're terrible with this sound.
There it is. Good thing you had that slide whistle sound effect ready to go.
I did. I had it ready to play.
Okay.
All right, let's do this one from Agarelli's Mark's Remark, who says, worst licensed song in a game that is not Dragula.
Well, I don't know. Worst licensed song in a game that's not Dragula.
Crap, hold on.
What's it called? Hang on, I gotta look this up.
Not the Avril Lavigne boyfriend song in Burnout Paradise?
A lot of those sort of extreme sports games that have licensed soundtracks, I feel like that's kind of a cop-out.
Yeah.
The Good Charlotte song that's in Elite Beat Agents. The anthem is the name of it. Yes.
I don't even know how that goes. Hum a few bars for us.
Hold on, I'm trying to. I'm looking up the lyrics.
Remember that.
Okay, yeah. Where is it? Let's see. I don't want to hear the word you say, because I don't ever want to be you. Don't want to be just like you. What I'm saying is, this is the anthem. Throw your hands up. You don't want to be you.
Okay.
Go to college, a university, get a real job. That's what they said to me. But I could never live the way they want. I'm going to get by and just do my time out of step while they all get in line. I'm just a minor threat, so pay no mind. Do you really want to be like them? Do you really want to be another trend? Do you want to be part of that crowd? Because I don't ever want to be you. It is like it is
all right, Shatner.
A pissed off 14-year-old is singing this song.
That's never good.
So okay, I've got a good one.
Yeah,
better than that.
Really?
So you remember the first teaser trailer for Gears of War?
Oh yes, this was one I was going to mention too.
Had Mad World, right?
Yes.
And it was an excellent trailer.
Okay,
use of the song.
Okay,
excellent trailer. It was got you really pumped to see what the game was about.
Definitely.
But then in Gears of War 3, I think it was. There's a scene during the game that's supposed to be quite emotional, and they start playing that song during the game, and it's awful.
Okay,
they took something that was good about that whole series and just cheesed it right up.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I mean, Mad World kind of started that trend of like
it did
a slow song during an action game trailer.
Was it War for Cybertron that had that great what was it? The River or something like that?
I don't know. But now a lot of game trailers use like a slow cover of a 90s song that everybody knows, and it's just the worst trope.
You see that in commercials in general now. There's actually a commercial, a car commercial playing right now that's using a slow version of an old 80s song.
Oh, really?
Is it Divinyls?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is it? Wait, Divinyls. Did they do the "I Touch Myself" song?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the song in the commercial?
I don't believe it is.
I don't want anybody else.
I mean, when Nintendo used that in their marketing of the 3DS, I thought that was just...
When I think about you, I touch my...
There was a song...
That's going to be Halo 6.
Oh, I don't want...
There was a... you should remember this, Phil. One of the Transformers games used a song called "The Humbling River," or the Humbling River, I think it was called. And it was Really good.
We don't know our music.
All I remember from the Transformers game is that Stan Bush song that they used in it that was outstanding. So I don't.
Cybertron. It wasn't War for Cyber. It was Fall of Cybertron.
Okay. I don't even remember which one of those came first.
Neither do I. They all ran together, but it was a really good trailer because they used that song. I like that song so much I actually went and found it and added it to my
Oh really?
Yeah.
To your Spotify list?
Spotify list.
Did you download that on Napster?
No, because this isn't like 1999.
Okay.
On Zune.
Zune. All right, I feel like we've been on this one for long enough.
All right, let's do this one from Hacker Alias Nemeva, who says, "What's been your favorite and least favorite podcasting moments from the past 598 episodes?"
Oh God.
You know it's going to be terrible?
What?
One of my favorite moments is still when we had Al Lowe on talking about
That was a good
Larry.
one.
That was on like episode 18 or something stupid like that.
I know.
It's like we peaked really damn early, and it's just been a slow decline ever since.
It's true. One of my favorites is the Ted Woolsey.
Oh, yeah.
It was also right around the same time.
That was around the same time.
Again,
like episode 14.
That first year, man, we cared.
We did.
I'll go a little bit more recent and say one of my favorite times when we went to Scoop Fest last year.
Yeah,
Oh,
Scoop Fest
yes.
was outstanding.
That's a definite.
Fest was a grand old time.
That was a chance to advertise Scoop Fest.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're going to Scoop Fest 18. Go to heyscoops.com/ScoopFestVegas for all the infos.
We'll talk more about it in the outro. That's what the outro's for.
No, but we have a little jingle to play, which kind of doesn't really run in with the outro.
But it's only the hotel discount code.
Scoop
I
Fest
can
is
play it now. You want me to play it now?
You do you, CJ.
There you go.
Yeah.
Least favorite moments. Well, let's
When you
see.
left. When you
when I
left
had to
us?
leave. Yeah, I had to leave for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
That kind of sucked.
Yep.
Right before episode 100 too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
The worst.
Oh man, I'm just going back to the music real quick. I see Michael Nelson in our chat dropping truth bombs in regards to the Transformers animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dare is in fact superior to the Touch.
How is that controversial?
I don't think that's controversial at all.
I think most people would disagree with that, but he is right. Dare is better than the Touch.
True.
Yeah, we all agree then. Good.
Yeah. We did that like oneup.com when that blew up. We did that episode with Skip and Ford.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I liked. I have to say that I was really happy with the fact that we did an Andy Barron memorial episode.
Oh yeah,
yes, that was really good too.
Obviously, a very sad time,
Yeah,
but
not great circumstances. But
but it was nice to hear a lot of people who worked with him call in and share some fond memories.
For sure,
really happy with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Least favorite?
When Mike left, when we realized Mike wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a downer.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
There you go, Mike.
Thanks for ruining us.
When we realized CJ said it was too much work to do any more Dorm Robot episodes.
Which it is.
Heartbreaking.
I don't know. I feel like the speech to text or text to speech, technology has come a long way since then.
Yeah.
Level 70 or bust.
See? He's back.
I just took that out of I had the sound clips left on my computer.
Did you really?
I did.
Years
You
after the fact.
robot.
Yeah. Years after the fact.
It's good to hear your voice again, Dormabot.
Well, I don't have anything for that.
Oh, is that Dormabot farting? Oh, Dormabot. Oh.
That was a little loud.
Dormabot popping a boner there.
Yeah. That's right.
Clearly what that is.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's then do this one from Hacker Alias Night Attack 09, who says 599 episodes means for many of us we've listened to if you were there at the start or back listened to around 40 days worth of material.
Oh my God.
What else should we have been doing with our lives? And
Anything.
when are you going to get kranged on? Kranged, of course, being Kredku Yaba.
When he says yes.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him about coming on the show, but that'd be fun.
What else should you have been doing? Anything.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Learn a new
so
language.
much. So much you could do.
Read a book.
Mm-hmm.
Raise money for charity.
Yep.
Keep
That's right.
listening. Maybe support us through Patreon.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Haggerili's Michael Nelson asks, what happened to that screaming pregnant woman sound effect that CJ bought twice?
Well, guess what?
And that was in honor of my first daughter being born.
That's right.
When we started this show, none of us had kids.
No.
That's true.
Now we've
Very
got
true.
5 between us. You
Yeah.
guys are underachievers, but we've got 5 kids between us.
We
Yeah.
do.
You know what? I don't know if it's us being underachievers, but you being
Highly prolific.
well, too virile.
Amen to that, my friend.
Yeah.
I really got to get that looked at.
Yeah.
I think you do. Yeah. Alrighty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to @P1 Podcast on the Twitters, or you can go to our internet website at player1podcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You'll find blog entries about Sega CD stuff from Mr. Greg Seward.
Keep going.
You'll find Generation 16 episodes.
I recorded all the footage for the upcoming episode last night.
Nice.
We're getting there.
And you'll find show notes for all of the things that we talked about. You'll find links to that stuff and the information and links to the Scoopfest stuff and all sorts of peripheral things that we got going on. So definitely do that. We've also got a message board where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
If you'd like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by going to the iTunes Music Store. While you're at the iTunes, well, wait, no, that's not true. It's not the iTunes Music Store. It's the
It's the part of the show.
where I stumble.
Yep.
I try to walk away and I stumble. You can go to the Apple podcast app. That's where you can subscribe to us now. But you can go to the App Store and drop $1.99.
Cheap.
Player One Podcast iPhone application. It gives you one-touch communication with us via the emails, the Twitters, the what have yous, and you have archives of all of our episodes, all 599 of them.
Damn.
For your listening enjoyment.
Sure.
Some of it, sure.
Yeah, and hey, Android cell phone, telephone users, the Player One Podcast iPhone application is available if you listen to us as well for that same $1.99.
Also cheap.
It's over there at the Amazon Android Marketplace. We're also on Stitcher Radio. You can like us on Facebook. You can check out archives of our show. Listen to us live most weeks on the youtubes.com/P1 Podcast. And if you like what you've heard, and how could you can head over to patreon.com/P1 Podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. CJ needs his cookies. CJ.
Wow.
CJ, grab a handful of those and eat them like Cookie Monster.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Start
Do it.
shoving
On
them
air.
no,
in your mouth. Do it.
I'm not going to do that.
Come on.
No.
Well, maybe for the Patreon supporters you can do that.
Maybe so.
I don't believe you at all. And if you have a couple bucks left over, head over to generation-16.com where you will find the Patreon link to help support Greg Seward's outstanding web series about North America's favorite second banana, the Sega Genesis.
Thanks, Phil.
No, thank you.
New episode in May.
Oh, good. May is like right around May's like in like 2 days or something, man.
Yep.
It's here.
Dropping like May 1st?
No.
When's it dropping?
This episode's been taking a while, but I'm really excited about the way it's turning out. This is the one that, like, as long as the edit is as good as I think it's going to be, this is the one that I want to make sure I get a lot of people watching.
Okay.
All right.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. So tell your friends when it
Yes.
comes out.
And friends of Player One Podcast, all of you good folks at home, if you want to join us for
And
a
how could you?
special live performance in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, you can join us this year for Scoop Fest 2018.
The Scooptacular.
The Scooptacular, our good friends over at Matt and Mattingly's Ice Cream Social, which is a high friggin' hilarious podcast that y'all should be listening to anyway.
True.
They are hosting Scoop Fest in Vegas this coming October. You can head over to heyscoops.com where you will find a link to reserve tickets. There's going to be live comedy, live podcast, fun, friends,
Video
so much great
games.
stuff. Video games, if you like that sort of thing.
Yeah. It's
We're going to
gonna
be
fast.
there. We're going to be there. You can come up, you can give us a hug.
And there's a VIP night where we're going to
Why
see
are we-
Tournament of Kings, and
That's
that's going to
right.
be awesome.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
gonna be
wait for
great.
that. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be really friggin' great. But yeah, they're selling tickets and passes, hotel rooms over at the Orleans. There in fabulous Las Vegas. There is a coupon code to get yourself some dollars off. What is that coupon code, CJ? There it is. So yeah, head over to heyscoops.com and yeah, join us in Vegas. It's going to be a blast. It was so much fun last year. I cannot wait
was.
to do it again this year. So
This year we'll be prepared for it. We'll have
we
some
were
good stuff.
prepared last year.
we'll be better. We'll be better this year.
Hey, they invited us back,
They did.
so
I
we
don't know
couldn't
how
have been
that
that
happened.
big, right?
That's true. That's true.
CJ,
Yeah.
thank you so much
Thank you,
for,
Phil.
for this.
Thank you.
Thank you for starting this show 599 episodes ago.
I know.
Yeah,
it
I was there too.
seems like only yesterday I was talking on Xbox Live while playing something,
Burnout.
probably Burnout with Craig,
Yeah.
talking about, hey, you know that one your show, we could do what they do.
Yep. And
And
better.
now look at us.
We outlasted them.
There you go.
Got tens of listeners.
Gregory,
Yo.
thank you so much for hitching your wagon to CJ's successful car.
That hurts a little bit, but that's cool. Thanks.
Well, bad little boy.
Thanks, Phil.
And Phil,
Yes.
thank you for showing up 9 episodes in and making the show worth listening to. Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It
this is embarrassing.
must have been that bean that I ate. Oh, what?
That's pretty good.
What?
That's,
those
that's
kids.
kids
What's-
booing.
Let's
You know,
hear
we've
that
been doing
again.
this. We've been doing this for almost 600 episodes, and you two still can't keep from talking over each other.
What? Oh. Sorry, kids. What's that? Was that a yay? Were
That
they
was
cheering?
yay.
Okay.
I think we've had enough fun.
Okay.
We're done.
You got a toilet flush in there?
No.
What the hell kind of morning zoo is this?
I
Okay.
prefer to buy everything in store if I can. It's
Oh,
just
God.
easier.
I understand. That makes sense.
Mm.
You know, and it gives you an excuse to get out of the house every now and again.
Next
Oh,
week, 600 episode.
600 big episodes. gonna be
Rich
counting
Griffin's gonna be
down.
back.
Oh, Rich is back.
Yeah, Rich is back.
Good. Cool.
So that'll be fun. Something to look forward to, people.
Cool. We're gonna do a big countdown of our top 600 episodes. So join us for that.
It's gonna be good.
We'll see you next week, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodaloodles.